Episode 8, Dare to be a Teen, Young Adult Fiction. Generally, young adult or YA fiction targets readers between the ages of 12 and 18. Many readers of YA fiction on our platforms happen to be adults looking to relive their teenage glory years vicariously through these young characters.
Many elements such as fantasy, mystery, or LGBT+ can be combined with YA. For example, the Harry Potter series are fantasy fictions, but they are also YA fictions. What are the main features of the young adult fiction?
Shared experiences. Either you've been young or you're young right now. Growing up is an experience we all share and often think about. Teen angst is very dramatic. Teen characters often create internal conflicts that maybe just be in their imagination, but to them it might as well be the end of the world.
Intentions are direct and transparent. YA characters often wear their emotions on their sleeves. What you see is often what you get, even when they try to hide it. Teens learn from what they go through and who they go through it with, not from what they're told.
How to spot an imposter. The following are not traits of the YA fiction.
The age of the protagonist is between 14 to 22.
Protagonist over the age of 22 is too old for YA.
We're too old.
Not too old to read though.
Yeah, right.
An adult telling the story of their teenage years in a flashback is not YA.
When the themes are not meant to be enjoyed by most young readers.
It's probably not YA either.
NA, new adult, maybe.
Yup.
Writing tips for young adult fiction. Make sure the character's age and point of view are authentic. If you're an adult writing YA fiction, you have to put yourselves in the shoes and think as them, while suppressing the urge to interject with your adult sensibilities. Here is an example from the Ryland Boys by Devil's Assassin.
Turning, I walked to the playground, then climbed up the stairs to see the young boy wearing an astronaut helmet and outfit. He seemed like he was going to be trouble. You can usually tell by the things they choose to wear.
Who are you?
He asked, looking at me in suspicion before eyeing his mom who casually sat in her lounge chair. I watched him pull the steering wheel as he eyed me with his judgy eyes. He's his mother's son, all right. Giving him an evil eye look, I smirked. I'm an evil alien, here to take over your spaceship and seize your planet, I said, watching him scream and grab the foam bat, hitting me. Okay, ouch! I laughed and laid onto the floor on the second story. Oh God, the pain, I said, holding my stomach. Maybe I'll just play dead. He might actually stop beating me up. He hit me a few more times before pulling out the toy gun.
I'm the greatest astronaut in this universe. You cannot defeat me,
he said, pulling the trigger. It made a loud, futuristic shooting sound and I played dead.
Here you may see a vivid scene. A young girl is playing a game with a younger boy, and their point of view suits their identity.
Here is an example from The School Bully by Louise M.
Hey nerd!
I blinked as the book I was holding vanished from my hands.
I raised my head in slow motion. Hannah, a classmate and a complete pain in the neck, sat on my desk, my book in her hand. I reached for it, and she held her hand over her head. My eyebrows furrowed together in confusion, my eyes glued to my book.
Can I borrow a highlighter pen?
She asked. I sighed loudly as I began to dig inside my bag. I should have known. This kept happening to me. She kept happening to me. And I was in a really good part of my book. I thought, disgruntled. I found one and handed it to her, resisting the urge to pull out all her long red hair from the scalp. She gave me my book back, and I practically snatched it from her. She huffed and used my highlighter pen to mark something in her notebook. Can you not do that again? I said quietly to her.
Do what?
She asked, not looking up from her task. Take my book away. She laughed aloud.
It's the only way to get your attention when you're reading, nerd. Nothing else seems to be working. In this scenario, the protagonist is shy and is even described as a nerd. Their dialogues are short with common words too. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into the fantasy hybrid trope under the Dare to be a Teen theme. Time to write your story now.
It's your turn.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see great content for writers and